Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here. I know you guys aren't used to seeing these updates from me, but I felt that I kind of had to do this one. I put up a notice thing. What are they called? Bulletins or something? I don't know. I don't like saying the word bulletin for stuff like that because bulletin is like makes it sound more important than it is. A bulletin is like, oh, a volcano has erupted in inner city London, destroying civilization and stuff. That's a bulletin. That's worthy of a bulletin. I put up a bulletin yesterday, saying that there wouldn't be a yellow video today, because I didn't have any recorded, and that's true. um, and I also said in that bulletin that I had like more Wind Waker recorded, for the moment, so that it will be okay. And that's true as well. The thing is that I only have like two more parts of Wind Waker recorded at the moment. One for tomorrow, which is Saturday, and one for Monday. And I'm going to put those up. But after that, I don't have any. And the reason I'm putting this up was because there's a very, it's most probable that there aren't going to be videos from me for a while, maybe like a week and a half or 2 weeks or something, which I hate. I can't stand being away for that amount of time, especially since the videos that I have recorded were all recorded about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so they're kind of stale now. And I'm really itching to kind of record some new stuff that's a bit fresh, kind of post Christmas stuff. Jeez, everything that I have put up over the last few days was recorded at like the 10th or 12th or 13th of December, which is just nuts. Um, so it feels terrible, to be honest, to be telling you guys that there won't be any fresh stuff for a while. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. I did record plenty of stuff before Christmas, but I don't know honestly where it's all gone. I suppose I just underestimated the amount of material that I had recorded. But I think what actually happened is that the other way, like around Christmas, I upload like a couple of five Pokemon Stadium videos and a Pokemon Battle Revolution video, so 6 videos. I think what I had originally intended to do was to upload only those on the days around Christmas and no Wind Waker and no Yellow. But I think kind of the festive mood got the better of me, and I uploaded like Joe on the days like I kept my regular recording uploading schedule and uploaded those extra Christmassy ones as well, on those days. So with the result that I even though what I had recorded would have, if I had followed my initial plan, sufficed for until I have another chance to record. Um, the result the result has turned out to be that it doesn't, just because I'm a fool and I uploaded them when I hadn't intended to. Um, Now I could, in theory, record more videos if I were to stay up at night and do it, which I have done before. I recorded those Tower of the Gods videos at night. Um, but like, I might do that for Yellow. I might. I'm only saying I might. There might be some Yellow videos that I record at night, maybe tonight or tomorrow night or something. Well, not tomorrow night actually, maybe tonight. Um, but the and the problem with recording at night with me is that, as you guys know, I like to be pretty exuberant, and unfettered and loud when I'm recording. So the problem is that, like, I feel kind of inhibited if I'm recording at night and everyone's asleep and so I feel kind of inhibited, with my commentary and stuff like that, and how loud I can be and what I can say and stuff like that. Just because I'm that kind of person that I like being alone. I like having complete and utter solitude, and I love it when no other people are around, because that's just the kind of person I'm quite a solitary kind of person in general, not only in stuff like that. Um, and so that's a kind of a problem. Now, my commentary usually isn't as loud in Pokemon Yellow as it is in Wind Waker, so I might actually record some Yellow videos, for that reason. The other reason I might record some Yellow videos is to stave off a problem that may turn up if I don't record them. Now that problem is that the next parts in yellow are beating the 8 gym leader in Viridian City, going on to Victory Road, and after that the Elite Four. Now, my Pokemon at the moment are about level 43, which will not suffice to take on the Elite Four. I'll be able to make it to the end of Victory Road up until the Elite Four without training off screen. But what I had intended to do is before Christmas, I intended to have the 8 gym leader and the Victory Road up until the Elite Four recorded, so that I could use time off to kind of train up the Pokemon off screen and stuff like that. That hasn't happened. But what I'm worried about is that if I don't record videos now during this time, is that I'll have to take another break in order to train up the Pokemon Yellow Pokemon to be able to face the Elite Four. Because what I'd like to do is train them up to around level 55 or so, just to make my life a bit easier. Which will take a while. Now it won't take that long because I can do it at Doduo speed on the Pokemon Stadium or whatever. So it'll take shorter than it would if I were just playing it on a Game Boy or whatever. And I can turn off the battle animations to make it go faster as well. But I don't want to. Be in the situation where, let's say on a Friday, I record the episodes of the 8 Gym Leader and the Victory Road, and then next Friday not having the Pokemon trained up sufficiently to fight the Elite Four and having to take another break while I do that. I don't want that to happen. So there's a good chance that I will record up until the Elite Four, maybe tonight, because it wouldn't take that long. So that's a possibility, but it's I'm going to say it's definite that there won't be any Wind Waker after Monday for a while until I get the chance to record, which maybe 2 weeks from today, which maybe like 2 weeks from today might be the next time I have to record. And in that case, if that happened, then the next time Wind Waker would go up would be 2 weeks from tomorrow, which I hate having to say that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to spoof you guys. I'm not going to try and pull the wool over your eyes or anything. I'm going to be honest with you if I can. This isn't the happiest of updates. It is a bit long, but I would implore ye to watch all of it. The reason I have to do these updates is that it's not enough for me to just say it in the Yellow video or in a Wind Waker video, because I don't get the chance to record them often enough for them to be able to be up to date. And as well, there are people who watch only Wind Waker and there are people who watch only Yellow, so it doesn't suffice for me to give announcements in just those videos, and that's why I'm doing this update. I suppose the fact that Yellow is kind of on the cusp of ending, because after the Elite Four, it's pretty much done, and I'd like to start my next LP as soon as I beat the Elite Four in Pokemon Yellow. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are going to be other Yellow videos after that. But I'm going to start my next LP that replaces Yellow after the Elite Four. What it is, you may ask. I honestly couldn't tell you. I was talking to Splishable. Oh well, I suppose I should explain this for Hedonia37. So Hedonia, I hope you're watching this. Splishable Infinitive and I were like on Skype like about a few days ago, and we were talking about next LPs because she already has a couple of ideas for what she's going to LP next, even though she won't be done for like a couple of months yet with her LP, with even one of her LPs. But like that's like me. Like I'd love to LP about 20 games at the moment, but that's not possible. It's just that'd just be silly. But it's kind of when you start LPing, like I've only been LPing for a few months, so when you start doing that, it's like there are just so many games that you could and would LP if you had the chance. It's not like you're running low on material. So I was saying to her that like I had this stupid idea, because this is how I'll come around to an LP, is that I'll have this stupid idea of, oh, I could do that like halfway through the LP and it should be really funny. So then I might just start LPing that game just on the strength of that. So I was telling her that if I were to LP Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which I will eventually. I don't know if it's going to be my next LP or not. It could be. It mightn't be. My idea was um, that you know those little things that happen in between each chapter. You know, a text bubble shows up and it says like Mario has saved the first crystal star from Hooktail's belly or something like that, and such, and then it goes on to the Peach interlude or whatever. Like that, my idea was that like I'd ask Hedonia 37 to like um voice act those sections, doing his like 1920s 1920s Boston newsy voice and stuff like that. So like I was telling Spitball Infinitive about that, and she was like, "Oh my god, that'd be the best day ever, the best idea ever." Um, that'd be the best idea ever, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it would be really funny." But it was just a stupid idea I had, and like I was almost deciding to LP that game just on the strength of that. So then I noticed, like while I was talking to Spitball Infinitive, that Hedonia had put up a new Kirby Crystal Shards video or whatever, and like I just started watching it, and in the first like 20 seconds of that video, he did this whole kind of pastiche of like that kind of like um that kind of in last time on Kirby Crystal Shards or whatever, in that voice that I had imagined him doing it for my Paper Mario or whatever. And like I was like, "Oh my god, Amanda, you have to watch this right now." And she was like, "Oh my god, how did you know?" And we were like, "Oh, that's so crazy. Well, we have to do it now." Um, so that was my idea. So it was kind of silly, but so that's one idea I had. So I hope you're watching, Hedonia, because that's I left a comment on that video then saying, "Oh, Spitball Infinitive and I have the most stupid, crazy story to tell you about this video." So yeah, I hope that clears things up about what I was talking about. Not that I know that myself that often. So that's one idea. Now there are a couple of other games that I've really been getting a hankering to play recently. Um, so I'm not going to tell you what they are, just because I don't want you guys to be thinking, "Oh, maybe you'll LP that," and then for it not to happen. But there are a couple of them, and they're games that I haven't played in a while, so I think that's the best thing, is that they're games that at the moment I'm like, "Oh, I want to play that," but I'm kind of holding off just because I want my next LP to be something that I'm really kind of, I like LPs to be something that the person is really kind of buzzed up about, and like that's the reason why I'm not deciding what it'll be, is because the LP that I do, I want it to be something that just on the day that I sit down to record, it's the game that I just want to play and I want to finish and I want to do to the best of my ability. Um, and so there's no point in me telling you what it's going to be, because I'll just decide on the day I sit down to record. Um, I can tell you what it won't be. Now I said this in one of my yellow videos. It's not going to be Paper Mario 1, just because both Splishable Infinitive and Hedonia 37 are doing that at the moment, and I'm watching both of them. And if I were to LP that game, then I kind of lose interest in watching their LPs. And I don't really feel like playing that game at the moment anyway, so I don't know, I'm not really feeling Paper Mario 1. As well, like we all kind of, the three of us kind of share a lot of subscribers, like a lot of people who are subscribed to me would be subscribed to them and vice versa. Because we're all kind of around that kind of around that 300 to 400 kind of subscriber mark, and we kind of share a lot of the same subscribers, so I don't want to be like people wouldn't watch 3 LPs of the same game, so like that, it's not going to be Paper Mario 1. It's not going to be Super Paper Mario either, because I hate that game. Sorry. There are like very few games that I'd be like, "Oh, I hate that game, it's so stupid," because I don't complain about games that much, and say I don't like them, but that is one game that I have no qualms about about berating as far as games are concerned. So it's not going to be that. It's not going to be it's not going to be a Zelda game, just because I think I wouldn't have the interest in playing a Zelda game, like Let's Playing a Zelda game consistently right after Let's Playing Wind Waker. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't have the interest in it, so it's not going to be a Zelda game. Um, and it's not going to be a Pokemon game similarly, for the same reasons. So I don't know. This is oh my god! I've been recording my voice for 15 minutes. Um, I don't think you've been able to sit. I doubt you've been able to sit through this entire update. But if you have, then thanks very much. And I really do apologize for if there's kind of a lack of videos turning up. As I said, I'll try if I can to record Pokemon Yellow up as far as before the Elite Four tonight, maybe. And if I do, then there will be a Pokemon Yellow video on Sunday, in which we defeat the 8th gym leader. But I'm not making any promises. I will promise you that there aren't going to be Wind Waker videos for the moment after Monday. There will be a Wind Waker video tomorrow, which is Saturday, and there will be a Wind Waker video on Monday because I have them recorded already. But after that, there probably won't be. There definitely won't be for quite some time, at least a week. And it's not because I don't want to record it. It's not for any other reason other than the fact that I don't have any chance to record. I have stuff to do for college and stuff like that, which is kind of one reason. But the other that wouldn't really stop me, to be honest. The only reason that I won't record is because there's just I don't get an opportunity. And other than spoof you guys and say that and not give you an explanation or not give you a sufficient explanation, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you this. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say in this update video. I suppose the only way I can end it off is by thanking all you guys again for being so, well, you guys are amazing. You guys are great. As I said, like, I'd prefer to have all 400 of you guys, that, like, the amount of you that watch my videos and that enjoy them and comment on them and such, than to have a million people who just wouldn't really care, to be honest. So I'll thank you guys for watching this 18-minute, oh my god, update, and I'll just apologise once more. So sorry, and until we meet again, I suppose.